Welcome, Libra. We're doing an energy reading for you today. It is a general reading, so it's trust yourself on what resonates, leave what does not. And this reading is timeless, so whenever you're watching it is the most perfect time for you, and it's wherever Libra is aspected in your birth chart, sun, moon, rising sign. And if you're cross-watching, big welcome. Let's dive in. So first up, Libra, we're pulling you a central energy, which is to do with either a power you need to step into, energy you need to step into at this time. Oh, you've got the truth. Now he's taking the mask off. So there's a need for you to speak your truth and express yourself. You may be uncovering a truth. It's kind of interesting. He's kind of in the shadow side. It's just the outline of him. So the truth is actually lit up in light. So there's possibly something, confession coming forth that you need to make. It's directly related to self. There's something you need to be truthful about. All right, let's have a look at 4 key areas of focus for you, and then we'll pull you lots of clarifiers. Okay, Spirit's saying you've got a lot of wisdom within you, been through a lot of life experiences, using that wisdom to guide your path, help others. And you are going to get illumination that you seek, or possibly a truth is going to come to light. And it's going to lead to change, which means something in your world needs to change. And you're also going to need to take some action on something. Very intriguing, darlings. Let's pull you some spiritual guidance. Okay, you've got the winged messenger of creation. So there's very much a focus on some new things that you want to kick off, ideas, projects that you have. Some of you may want to share your wisdom and knowledge with others through classes, seminars, your written word, spoken word. Oh, you got the amber star, which is all about letting go. This is attached to the back of the sacral chakra. So I surrender and allow myself to grieve. There is something you're going to get illumination about. Now, it may be a truth you need to face about a situation, which is going to help you let go of a situation and create change in your life. It could be a pattern that doesn't serve you any longer. It could be something to do with your shadow side that doesn't serve you, doesn't help you. It could be just a situation you've gone through that you need to let go of. And it's going to help you rise out of the ashes like the golden sun. So you're going to release a heavy burden of self. And you've got gateways of light. There is a divine union here, which means that you're limitless in terms of what you do want to do and create. Could also be a past life soulmate coming across your path. Let's pull you some clarifiers. Firstly, let's have a look at your wisdom here. Kicking off new ideas, projects. Okay, some of you definitely want to do something that helps community in some way, on a big level. Helps heal community in some way. And Spirit's saying you need to just stay in the present moment. Don't future pace yourself too much. Love and appreciate yourself. And you do need to be action orientated if you want to bring those ideas to life. Let's have a look at the illumination that you will find is coming to you. Okay, it's going to help you speak your truth. Again, the throat chakra coming out. May even be a message you want to share with the world. And the Spirit's saying you need to be in balance between your masculine and feminine energies, yin and yang. Taking action, knowing when to rest. There is a beautiful divine pair here, a very contented couple here. You may get illumination about being in a balanced connection. Let's have a look at the change that needs to happen, which is you releasing things that doesn't serve you any longer. Okay. It'll certainly be directly related to love situations you've been through. You've got a woman holding a heart here, so opening up to new love. Yeah, here's the attachments. Again, the mask's been taken off. So Spirit's saying you've got to be truthful with yourself where you're still holding yourself stuck in life. Old patterning that doesn't help you in love relationship. Yeah, because you've got a man holding a heart, woman holding a heart. Between the two of you is an attachment that needs to be released. Let's have a look at this attachment. Whatever it is, it creates anxiety and worry within you. Some kind of triggering going off. It's almost like, do you feel like you're not good enough to have a love relationship, or you keep tripping yourself up? What is it within you? Okay. There's hostilities here. So perhaps you need to look at situations when it comes to love situations that ended badly. Why did they end badly? Was there another way to approach a relationship or a situation so that they don't end up like this, right? Which means when we get into hostile energy, people are having a go at each other. So it's often poor communication, misunderstanding each other, having conflict in love relationships. Are you attracted to love relationships where there's always conflict going on? If that's the case, then there's kind of like it's the highs and lows of a connection, meaning you're kind of attracted to drama. Watch that. How can you be in love relationships that are compatible and balanced? Okay, some of you, there was fighting over money, right? Not having enough money in a situation. You're on different pages around money, had different values about money. If you're in a current partnership and there's pressures going on, it could be over money. It's sitting between the two of you. All right, let's have a look at you rising out of the ashes like the golden sun. Oh, there's some deceit here. Either you were deceitful, someone you dealt with was deceitful. You're saying something to yourself that isn't disempowering. Definitely related to opening up the door to love. So you kind of got to figure out, how does that affect me? Does that message resonate with me? Which side of the equation am I on? Okay, and there was some jealousy or envy that went on here, or a lack. All right, let's have a look at the deceit. Okay, some of you are saying to yourself that you can't have this beautiful, happy family, and Spirit's saying you can. Or deceit went on in a marriage, a committed partnership where there was children. Let's have a look at the envy and lack. Okay. So it was affecting your emotional waters. There was a situation that you were in where you weren't feeling it. Even though there was a happy family maybe on the surface, what was lacking in that? Was it lacking within self, like a feeling of emptiness, even though there was this happy family, a union, couple, children? What was going on within you? Was it just a connection you were in that you didn't really like, it faded, or you felt like it just wasn't, lighting you up? Something there going on. There's something through here, my loves, related to love, that is something within self you need to balance. Let's have a look at you taking action. Whether it was choices in love, how you feel about love, there's some kind of contract coming in here. You could be going through a settlement in the legal system. Could be a new job offer, sale of an asset, buying something new. Okay, Spirit's saying you're the magician, so it's up to you what you do in your life. You're in charge of your life, your choices, particularly when it comes to love. And you've got to trust your heart more. So Spirit's saying if you get yourself in situations, instead of going into long-term relationships where, like, in the first 3 to 6 to 12 months you go, I don't think this relationship's for me. Instead of like dipping out of it and realizing it's not meeting your needs, why would you go through a committed partnership and get into a marriage and have children if you weren't really feeling it in the first place? Are you listening to yourself? For some of you, that message needs to be heard. Are you actually listening to your heart space? Are you missing red flags? Are you not listening to your own feelings? Let's have a look at you being limitless. There is a divine union here. Okay, guys, Spirit's saying you're not only practical, but you also have a beautiful spiritual side to yourself. Again, it can speak to a soulmate union. And you got woman holding a coin here. So there's a very practical feminine here who's focused on their money. So if we looked at this as a divine pair, both are practical, yet the masculine here is also spiritual, so possibly a little bit more emotional than the feminine, who's purely focused on coin. Okay, there's definitely financial constraints going on here with one person in this situation, unless it's both of you. And Spirit's saying you're going to have victory over that. You or they are going to have victory over that. All right, let's pull you some more guidance from the ancient soul tribes. Having a look at the life experiences that you've gone through, create a lot of wisdom. Some of you wanting to kick off new ideas and projects to help community. Need to stay in the present moment, love and value yourself. Again, you got the message that you're the magician. It's up to you what you do with your creative projects. You're going to have to take action on them. And also open up and ask for help if you need it. Open up to receive help. Yeah, because it's come out with green Tara, which is ask for help. There could be something that you want to kick off and you think it's a great idea, but it's going to take more than your solo efforts to make it happen. Could take group energy. Let's have a look at you getting illumination about a message or a truth you need to speak about being in balance. It can be directly related to a love relationship. Okay. Spirit's saying you've got healing abilities, energy healing abilities. Kind of interesting that's coming out. There will be a renewal of peace in your world, and in this connection, Spirit's saying, you've got to watch your energy levels, your emotions, any sensitivity going on. Let's have a look at change that wants to happen, which is you closing out a cycle on something you need to release, directly related to conflict around money with a love partner. Okay, Spirit's saying doing your spiritual practices would be good for you, which is going to help elevate your vibration. Okay. Spirit's asking you to be compassionate with others. So seeing the light and love within everyone. So if the financial issues are not with you, but they're with a love partner, then Spirit's saying just recognize they're going through a tough time right now. Possibly doing their best. If it's in relation to yourself, then don't beat yourself up so much. Yeah, Spirit's saying there is going to be prosperity coming. There is going to be abundance coming. It's just a matter of time. Let's have a look at this side, which is you rising out of the ashes like a golden sun. There was some connection in your life where you just weren't feeling it, and yet it kind of possibly led to marriage and children. Spirit's saying you are going to have victory over instances where there's financial constraints going on in a love connection. There's some contract you're waiting on. Spirit's saying it's a true love, this love here. Embracing true love. So how do you overcome challenges together? Again, you've got fertility, which is kicking off new ideas, creative things. And there's some past life contract operating here, or past life karmic imprint in relation to how to help deal with conflict in a healthy way in a relationship, and also possibly values around money. You might have different approaches to money. Let's pull some healing messages. Spirit's saying you need to ground your energy to Mother Earth so that you're feeling grounded and not reactive. Your creative side's really coming out here. So I don't know if there's something you want to kick off that's creative. You've got a lot of ancient wisdom, so that's coming through again. It's tied to your abundance and your money flows. And you've also got animals here. So some of you possibly maybe getting a new pet. If you have a pet, it might need attention. Okay. We're saying you need to cleanse your energy. This could be the physical body. Again, you pulled fertility. That tells me a lot. You now pull 3 or 4 messages that there is an idea or a project or something that you want to kick off that is creative, maybe related to your spiritual side. I don't know if there's arguments going on with a partner who's being unsupportive, possibly how is the money situation going to work in that instance? Someone being unsupportive here. Definitely conflict going on about money. All right, let's pull you some messages direct from your spirit team. Oh, you got a message to love without condition. So some of you need to stop judging other people. Where they are in their path, be supportive versus judging them. And embrace spirit. Some of you are very spiritual. Kind of got to ask yourself, am I trying to hide my spirituality or am I embracing it? You've got the eagle there. It's almost like spirit saying, let spirit be your guide. We're with you. And trust in magic. Universe absolutely going to help you. It's directly tied to this abundance here. Your daughter money opening. And you need to absolutely ground your energy to Mother Earth. Coming through again. Get outside in nature for a walk if you possibly can. All right, let's pull you a healing message. Something within self that needs to be balanced and healed. Okay, this is interesting. Libra. You've got a message to watch out for temptation. So this is looking outside of a current relationship. Be wary of temptation, thinking something's going to be greener on the other side versus dealing with the issues going on in your current situation, conflict going on within your current situation. How are you contributing to it? Because right in the center of your reading, you've got to take the mask off and see the truth in situations. Be mindful of doing that. It's a warning. Obviously not going to affect all of you. Spirit saying you've got a lot of potential within you, and yet on the outside she looks confident, yet within her is an inner child that looks frightened. So Spirit saying you have untapped potential within you, still to be unearthed within self. Don't be afraid to bring it out. So if there's if you're feeling sensitive and there's, opposition from a partner to your ideas and plans you want to kick off, you're arguing about money, Spirit saying possibly just need to have a safe space for communication, let things settle down for a bit. You're not seeing eye to eye, but you do have a lot of potential within you to do things that are creative, that are going to open up your abundance flows. Spirit saying this is a true love connection. And it depends on whether or not you feel like you want to sabotage it because it's a bit lacking in certain areas, or can you actually just sort it out between the two of you. Let's pull you some guidance from your animal spirit guides. Oh, you got the turkey spirit, which says give with gratitude and grace. So being grateful for the blessings in your life, being grateful for the people in your life. And you got the wombat spirit, be at home. Some of you might need to just take a little break and relax at home. Some of you may want to work from home and clear out the clutter. There's a bit of clutter going on within self and in this connection. Just be mindful of getting stuck in certain ways of relating to each other. And the sandpiper spirit, there's a need to be playful. Maybe you need to go on a date night. Drop all the arguing over money and go on a date. Oh, darling. A little complicated in your life right now. All right, those are your messages. Take it easy. And for now, much love, much light. Namaste.